Shit. Alright, so I find myself at kind of a difficult time in my life here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I don't know how... Look, this place that I'm in here, I really feel like I gotta get out of here, man. It's like there's nothing here in this town, or specifically even in this apartment where I live now. There's nothing but bad influences, and, you know, even when I first fucking moved in here, you know, I didn't know anybody here. I come to find out that, like, some of the people that I grew up with, I'm sorry, I take that back, not grew up with, the people that I used to hang out and get high with when I was like a teenager, and in my early 20s, some of them were fucking living here in the same place. And pretty much everyone I've run into in this place is like a, you know, big stoner or whatever, at least, you know. And then across the street, the goddamn park, holy shit, dude. That place is a fucking magnet for meth addicts and homeless people and stuff, dude. It's a fucking nightmare here, dude. Out of the corner of the fucking, you know, down the street a little bit, there's like a house full of fucking speakers and stuff. It's a nightmare here. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Here's the thing though, man. It took me almost 2 goddamn years to get approved for an apartment anywhere, you know? And the only way I did was because I had like a couple of months where I was really making bank there. I was putting in a ton of hours, making probably close to $4,000 a month or something, because I was putting in 10, 12 hours or more. I've gone out 15 hours in a day before at that point, you know. I was really just going. So when I first started, you know, I was trying to pay for a fucking motel room, you know, and I was managing to cover it for a while, but things were going a lot better on DoorDash then, you know. But I mean, yeah, then I found there's, you know, I was looking for apartments that were available, and this popped up. And I knew what building it was. I remember thinking about renting something here when I was a teenager. I thought about it, you know, because there used to be a sign on the side of the building, $100 a month, you know. I mean, at least if a nuke goes off, I'll be safe, because probably lead paint everywhere, right? And there's the extra protective layer of meth smoke or whatever that's covered the walls for the last 50 years or something. Jesus. Oh, God. There's like a goddamn roof or the ceiling and the walls. There's cracks down the walls and cracks on the ceiling in numerous places. And the shit looks like it's gonna cave in or something. I mean, this place sucks, dude. That's how I ended up with this, like, homeless chick fucking showing up or whatever. To go outside to smoke a cigarette or to go whatever, you know. Go to my car or get out, you know, or, you know, park my car to go inside or something. And somebody fucking come up, hey, you got a cigarette? Hey, do you have any chocolate? You got any food? You got any, yeah, whatever, right? At some point, I felt sorry for her and let her fucking get something to eat. Turned out to be nuts or whatever. I don't. Now I get that showing up and like just to be nice or whatever. And well, I don't know, dude. It makes me feel sorry for her and stuff, you know. And then doesn't listen and is like, well, I mean, what am I gonna do, you know? What am I supposed to do, you know? Tell her to get the hell out. She doesn't get the hell out, and I'm supposed to do? Grab her and fucking throw her ass out like it's a fucking small, you know, woman. Like, am I gonna, like, you know, just I don't know, man. I've been fucking. I'm too goddamn nice, especially when I'm like drunk or something. A big fucking dopey sucker, you know. Every time I end up drunk or something, I got people trying to borrow money, bum smokes, you know, whatever, wanting to, or homeless broad knocking on the fucking door, wanting to just to get out of the cold or whatever, or get something to eat, you know, whatever the hell. And I'm too fucking nice. I gotta stop, like, just never answer just keep a policy of never answering the door if somebody knocks on it. Never. Oh, God. Jesus, man, I keep fucking. I don't know how the hell to avoid it. Dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, I feel like the way things are going, the way things have been going. Even if I quit drink, even if I could just magically quit drinking in the blink of an eye, get out there and work. Well, then I'm working just to try to maintain this apartment, right? Which is a place that I shouldn't be within 100 miles of this fucking apartment, dude. I shouldn't be within 100 miles of this fucking town. Like, but you know, I mean, it's hard to get into a fucking place. Like that's been my experience. And I mean, like the income requirements to be able to rent anything, and most goddamn places are like normal apartment complexes. Shit, like one bedroom apartment, $1,600, $1,800 a month or some shit. You know, everything's so damn expensive. And you're required to make 3 to 4 times the rent to even be approved in the first place. Have a good credit score and long rental history and all this kind of shit. And I'm not likely to get any good fucking reviews from the manager here, man. The fucking plastic shit in the bathtub is cracked. There's black mold that I've tried scrubbing away at with like a rag soaked in bleach and stuff like that. And I can get rid of like the surface stuff, but like that was a problem that existed before I got here. They just bullshitted me and didn't tell me about it. I'm supposed to be responsible for some shit that because some old building, you know. I had no, it's not my fault. There's black mold inside the goddamn walls. That's their fucking fault, you know. Place ought to be fucking condemned. So in order to even fucking get into a place in the future, like I'd have to probably figure out some kind of way to like be making $3,000 or $4,000 a month or something at the very least. Probably need to be making like $4,000 a month, which not as easy as it might sound to some people or whatever, you know. Just to even get approved for a place that I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. My dad doesn't understand this shit at all. He's living in some fantasy world like it's the 1950s or some shit. 1960s, 70s or some shit, you know. He thinks I should just be able to get out and get a job and everything will work out wonderfully for me or whatever, you know. The thing is that most jobs don't pay enough for you to even qualify to rent a place, you know. It's just the way it is. You might make enough money to pay the bills, but you're not going to make enough money for them to approve you to get into the fucking place, you know. Living by yourself is damn near impossible. And I don't know how the fuck I'd do with some stranger roommate or something. It'd be a fucking nightmare, probably. Oh, man. Shit, dude. I gotta get out of here, dude. Yeah, I gotta get out of here, but then what? You know, then what? Where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna sleep? I have to be in my fucking car, probably. As if I can even keep the goddamn car running good. Not only would I have to be in my car, I'd have to be in my car and making money. I don't even have fucking DoorDash available to me because I can't log in and fucking Dash now. Because of the fucking stupid Dash rewards program, so I'd have to do fucking have to be around a Walmart somehow. Or an Amazon warehouse or something. The only places the goddamn Amazon warehouses are big fucking cities. I need to get the fuck away from big fucking cities, dude. Goddamn cities in general. This city is not a big city, but behaves as if it was, you know? It's a shithole. It's a little tiny fucking one horse town, at least it used to be. Now there's so many goddamn people here, it's ridiculous. Traffic and the crowds and stuff. It's like being in a goddamn big city. I feel like I'm in fucking Portland or Los Angeles or some shit. This little shithole here. Get this fucking shit to go down. Down. Wait 20 fucking minutes or something for the damn toilet to fill up to be able to flush the goddamn thing. Gotta keep goddamn jugs of water next to the fucking toilet. In case I actually need to flush the damn thing anytime this century. Oh my god. I can't fucking stand it. God damn it. I don't want to be fucking homeless. Honestly, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna prevent it. Once I get out of here, I mean, I don't have a, like, as far as like the furniture, all this big stuff I have in here, man, I don't even have a second pair of hands, let alone a pickup truck to move this shit out of here. So like, I don't even know where the hell I'm gonna go, you know? My mom's gone. I don't have any family that gives a shit about me. Around here, hardly. My dad is like 1,400 fucking miles away across the country, living in a state where it can get down to negative 40 in the fucking wintertime. So if I did go over there, if he decides to get mad at me and toss me out of my ass, I'm gonna fucking freeze to death or something. You know? And he lives like kind of in the middle of nowhere too. You're gonna expect me to have some job. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll drive fucking 30 miles, 50 miles away or something to the nearest town where there's actually jobs that exist, you know? In the fucking, you know, snow up to my eyeballs or whatever. Oh my god. He lives on a road that he says they don't even maintain the road properly. He's driving a big ass pickup truck, you know, probably the most expensive snow tires and chains on it and shit. Oh. Big fucking heavy, you know, super big diesel truck, you know, the kind you gotta step up on a fucking ladder or something to get up in the goddamn truck. Big fucker. Oh my god. In South Dakota too, so like, I don't know, that's not really a good environment for me either, you know. The towns over there are just, you know, filled with like biker gangs and drunks, rowdy hicks, and Got any fucking, bar on every goddamn corner. Not exactly the greatest fucking environment for me either, It fucking sucks, dude. I made it here for like a year and a half. Made it in years prior because my mom had left me some money. Now that's all fucking gone. If I don't come up with hundreds and hundreds of dollars in the next few days, basically, I could lose everything I own in my storage facility. I mean, that's the thing, man. Even just to get stuff out of here, man, would be such a huge job without an extra pair of hands. I don't know, man. When I moved stuff in here, I think I'd been sober for a couple of months, and I'd been working like crazy, doing tons of deliveries, putting in a shitload of hours to be able to make the money I'd been making. And it was like summertime, and I had somebody actually helped me get a lot of this stuff in here. My bed, my dresser, all this fucking furniture and shit, Narrow ass hallways, got an extra pair of hands and a pickup truck or something. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to get this shit out of here even. I'm gonna have to just ditch all the furniture and put all this, small stuff that I own in bags or something and carry that out of here. Alright, I forgot. Trying to fucking flush now. Not so soon. Gotta wait another half an hour before the fucking... Unless I want to dump gallon jugs of water in there. In order for me to I don't know, man. I just it's hard for me to know what to do, man. I mean, rentals are so goddamn expensive now for anything, and I mean anything. It's expensive to rent a yurt in a campground somewhere. It's expensive to rent a space to plop a tent down on. It's expensive to rent a motel room anywhere. Everything's goddamn expensive. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to keep up a job making deliveries and do any good if I haven't been able to sleep worth a shit in a week or something, and haven't been able to take a goddamn shower and brush my teeth and comb my hair in the morning and stuff like that. Like, it'd be a huge, massive pain in the ass. I have to drive miles out of my way just to try and find somewhere I can use the restroom. Fuck, dude. Fucking nightmare. I have to walk into a convenience store and beg them to let me use their microwave. Of course, none of them will let you use the microwave unless you're heating up something that you bought at their fucking store. Or I'll have to put my butane stove up on the trunk lid of my car to try to cook something. Sounds like such a fucking nightmare, dude. I don't know what the hell to do. I mean, yeah, there's fucking places that give, homeless shelter or whatever that'll try to help you get back on your feet, halfway house, shit like that. They all exist in like cities that are absolute goddamn nightmares, though, where you're just surrounded by fucking drug addicts and bars and weed shops and, you know, people fucking on drugs around every goddamn corner and fucking dudes dressed in drag and shit everywhere. It's just like fucking insane. This whole fucking town, this whole area, maybe this whole goddamn state is like full of Satanists. I don't think it's just here though. I mean, Oregon, Washington, California, all around, dude. It's fucking crazy. I hate it, dude. I really feel like I don't know. I hate to even think it or say it, but I almost feel like I'm at the end of my life here. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna get ahead here, and I don't think I would do all that well as a homeless person having to live in my car or something. If I can't sleep in a bed and take a shower and cook a meal and stuff like that, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. If I have to fucking be in some place with strangers, I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get along with strangers. It's just most people are, I don't know, like NPC almost, or I don't mean to be mean, but I mean just like I can't. I don't think I get along with most people. Most people are either on drugs or just heavily brainwashed. And not only that, but the people I've known have always been like manipulative users. Take up my fucking time and energy and fuck with my head and stuff. Like, and I don't even have a goddamn minivan, so I'd be able to set up a bed in the back of a fucking car. I'm kind of scared, honestly. I know to be able to get somewhere where it's better than here, I'm probably gonna have to travel like 2,000 fucking miles or something. Because, I mean, get over to like the southern states or something. Places like, yeah, just from the research I've done, like the only place. I mean, there's some other states where stuff is cheaper and stuff, but terrible fucking cold winters, terrible weather and stuff. Like Nebraska and shit. Stuff's cheaper in Nebraska, but also have really bad winters, and I don't know how their rents are. In order for me to rent a place, I have to be in the goddamn city. And the city is a nightmare for me. I don't want to live in the fucking city. I hate the fucking city. I hate everything about cities. Fucking absolute shit show, dude. Come here, cord, damn it. I grew up in the country, you know. 3 acres. Neighbors on the other side of the fence were cows, you know. A big field of cattle. Woke up in the morning by a rooster crowing, you know. Open the window at night and hear fucking crickets and frogs sing, and in the morning to birds singing and stuff, you know. Like now it's just cars and people shouting at each other and doors slamming and loud stomping and fuck. I can't hardly stand this shit. It's fucking been killing me, dude. Last few years I've had my hair starting to fucking turn white, you know. My eyesight fucking failing, like my health deteriorating. Just living the way I've been living. And I haven't been out on the goddamn street. I lived in a motel, you know, cockroach infested shithole motel, and stupid shitty apartment in the basement, and now this place, you know. It's stressful enough for me to not have a job and live at my mom's house just in a fucking out where we live, because the goddamn neighbors are a bunch of damn tweakers and stuff like that, and we've had fucking dipshit showing up and stuff like that. Sister was dating a total asshole or demon possessed fucking dude or whatever that was just, so when they'd come visit the holidays or whatever, a real fucking joy on the holidays, yeah. Dealing with that fucking guy for fucking 3, 4, 5 fucking days in a row. My dad, he can be a real jerk. I don't know what the fuck to do, man. I want to straighten my life out and do whatever the hell I need to do, but like I don't know what the hell to do or what options I even really fucking have. Try to build up a credit score, but like at this point I'm tempted to take one of the credit card offers just so I have a credit card, and so I end up fucking having, you know, access to some extra money. I'll just put myself in the hole and fuck my credit score up or something with it probably at this point, because I'm feeling like desperate, you know. Damn near the only way I could think to keep bills paid for, you know, the next several months or whatever. I mean, even if I can get out and work and stuff, you know, the car needs some fucking maintenance work done, and it's so goddamn expensive to hire a mechanic to do anything. It's like a fucking nightmare. I don't know whose brilliant idea it was to design the engine in that fucking car that way, so I can't even get in there to change a goddamn spark plug hardly without potentially fucking a bunch of shit up, because they got a bunch of stuff in the way. The fucking, you know, half the engine is like covered by this, you know, metal shit, you know, where the housing where the windshield wiper motor and all that stuff is like covering. There's all kinds of little cables and tubes and shit over top of where the fucking spark plug I need to change is, and then on top of that, there's some other fucking part, EGR valve pressure sensor or whatever the fuck, or yeah, and I can't fucking access that shit. That shit's buried and behind a bunch of shit that I can't even get to it, you know? It's not that expensive of a part. It's just fucking impossible for me to get to. I have to hire a professional fucking mechanic to try and do it, and I can't fucking afford to. If I fucking suddenly won the lottery and actually had real fucking money, I'd just take it into a mechanic and give him a grand or two or something and have him do everything that needs done on it, and I wouldn't have to fucking worry about it anymore. Have him switch out all the goddamn spark plugs for new spark plugs and all the coil packs for new coil packs, and have him clean out my throttle body and put my throttle body spacer that I bought on there and replace that stupid pressure sensor bullshit and all this other crap, you know. Have him clean the math sensor, you know. All this shit, right? Then my car would be running better, but it's just, it's a thing, man. Like, I mean, I don't know how the fuck people do it. I swear it's like people aren't even human. How are these people fucking surviving out on the goddamn street like that, dude? Are they? I mean, it feels like they'd have to be some other species or something to live like that, or I don't know. Maybe a more prehistoric version of human, you know? I feel like I'm. I feel like I've been like domesticated or something, kind of, you know. For me to go from like I'm almost 41 years old. I haven't slept without a bed and since I was 16 or something. And I don't know, dude. Oh, there was one time when no, no, that's not even true. I pretty much haven't slept without a bed since I was born, pretty much, you know. And I always had my own space, pretty much, you know, except when my space is being violated, you know. And when my space is being violated, I don't sleep so well, you know. I've been tired before and sitting in my car, and you know, I guess I could nod off and go to sleep probably, but for how long before somebody comes along and bangs on my window or something to bother me, you know? If I'm out in a fucking car. I mean, that's the thing, man. I've been a targeted individual for years, you know? But at least I had fucking four walls and a door and stuff to try to keep people the fuck out. Now the motherfuckers targeting me could just, if I'm in a car or something, just get within fucking inches of my face or something, basically. Even while I'm sleeping, you know, it's like, I've got curtains, I guess. But I know if you're living in your car or something, people like to fucking harass you. Cops, security guard, just everyone in general pretty much likes to harass you, from what I can tell. So, I don't know, dude. How the fuck do they do it, you know? I can't help but wonder that, you know? I'll see this, I've seen the same, like, people homeless on the street for several years and stuff. I'd be driving down the road or whatever, see somebody that knew was, like, homeless, sleeping on the streets even 3 years ago, still are now. And I don't know how the fuck they do it, dude. How are they alive? I guess I don't know, man. So I'm just like deteriorate to like an animal or something, basically. I can just lay down on the ground and sleep in the middle of daytime or whatever, or night, whatever. Like they're a fucking deer or something. I don't know. I don't know how people fucking manage to sleep to live in their car and sleep that way. It's fucking nuts to me. How they have energy to go do anything, when they're not even getting a good night's sleep. Fuck, I need help, dude. I need financial help. I need money. I mean, I'm glad I at least have a car, I guess. People have it a lot people have it fucking worse than that, but to keep the car running good, maintain it, bitch, and like I can tell from observation and also from the laws being passed and the type of shit that homeless people are treated like fucking shit, dude. I don't want to have to be sitting on some street corner with a cardboard sign saying anything helps at the front of a store somewhere. God, I mean, my financial situation is bad enough that you know, it's almost tempting. I need to get out and work. Hell, I'd probably make more money sitting on a goddamn sidewalk somewhere with a cardboard sign than you going out and fucking working all day. I don't know, man. Maybe not though, because I'm somewhat younger and I'm a guy, and if I don't really go out of my way to try hard, I think I'm intimidating. I'm probably like kind of intimidating looking or something. I gather. I can tell that I like intimidate people and stuff. There's something about me, like I fucking intimidate, I scare people and shit. So I try to go out of my way to try to dress, try to look, clean cut and dress in, nicer clothes and stuff like that. I can imagine how fucking people would look at me if I was like all dirty and fucking homeless and stuff and stank and like Jesus, man. I mean, yeah, obviously, if worst come to worst or whatever, and I end up in a fucking car and I don't have access to a shower or anything, I mean, I'd try to find a way to get into like a 24-hour fitness or some bullshit if they're cheap enough so that I could just use the goddamn shower there. I'm aware of truck stops like Love's and stuff like that, and I know I could, have a jug of water or something and a washcloth and a jug of water or something. I could spray myself with body spray and splash cologne on and stuff like that. Like some goddamn Victorian age fucking Brit or something. Have to get a fancy wig and some bunch of, you know, cologne to splash on. The fuck? I'm gonna get a puffy shirt. No. I don't fucking know, dude. Oh, shit, dude. You know that's why they did that in like England and France and stuff like that. What the reason for the wigs? Because they almost never got to wash their hair. They just get their hair cut short and throw a wig over it to cover the stink, and then splash themselves with perfume or whatever to cover up the stink. The idea of homelessness would have been unthinkable, back in the day, because shit was more affordable. You could do like anything, even minor shit, like hardly do anything and fucking end up being able to afford to at least rent a place or something. And if you couldn't afford to rent a place, you could fucking build a shack somewhere and live there, Build a cabin, live there. You don't have to fucking sleep on the damn street. And if you were like that, I don't know what the fuck to do, man. Fuck, I don't want to be homeless. I feel bad for him, but I can't be goddamn some kind of superhero and save him either, I'm barely, hanging on by a thread here myself. I don't know, and this has just been like kind of the worst time of the fucking year, last couple months for me, like to make, as far as being able to make money goes. I mean, it's dark out at like 5 o'clock. I can't see to go make deliveries after that, so. And there's not many deliveries. There's not hardly anybody ordering anything until about 11 a.m. So if I'm lucky, I can get 5 or 6 hours in a fucking day, 4, 5, 6 hours in a fucking day before it's pitch dark and I can't see anything. And then the weather's shit. Windows fogging up. Mirrors covered in condensation once I've been running the car for a while, the mirrors clear up because I've got like my defrost actually defrosts the mirrors. That's nice, but it takes a while. Just shitty weather and dark and too early, and not only that, but the fucking holidays. God damn, at least that shit's over with. So many goddamn people in the fucking stores and parking lots everywhere, and traffic ridiculous. Everybody blows all their fucking money on the holidays. So there's not as many people even ordering shit, honestly, because they went and got it themselves, So it's like trying to make deliveries this time of year is just a fucking nightmare. Even if I was going out there every goddamn day, I'd be barely, doing much, barely better than barely scraping by. I don't know. If I could get myself to just go out damn near every day and work, not screw up, not drink, I might be able to pay bills and even have a little money left for the next month. But that's assuming that everything works out, my car runs good and doesn't break down on me, and it's assuming that there's all kinds of shit that could go wrong, I mean, some of the roads I drive on, it's like you could just veer off like a couple inches over the white line and end up in a ditch that's like 15 feet deep. or end up going off a goddamn cliff or something. The other car could veer into me and wreck into me, and then I got a wrecked car, and what the fuck am I gonna make deliveries now with my car wrecked? You know what I mean? Or broke down. There's all kinds of fucking things that could go wrong here. Hanging on by a fucking thread, and even if I got some regular ass job somewhere, if I ain't got a fucking vehicle, how am I gonna fucking get back and forth to work? And besides that, the fucking amount of money that you make working some regular ass job isn't even enough to be approved to get into a fucking apartment or something. So it's like, well, I mean, basically, minimum wage or something, minimum wage or even a little better than minimum wage. Even if you're working fucking 8-hour days, full time or something, you're looking at maybe $2,400 before taxes. They take fucking taxes out of it, so you're looking at less than that. The rent on most places, even the cheapest places, is about $1,000 a month or close to it. So to even be approved, you got to be making 3 or 4 times the rent. So just you know, wonder why there's so many goddamn homeless people. That's fucking why. I don't know. I wish the fuck that I could actually keep stuff in store. I didn't have to keep paying and paying forever to keep some shit in storage. So. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. I only have to keep trying to pay my stuff in storage simply because I can't get a house or a mobile home or anything to be able to have my stuff there. So it just sits there and I'm paying and paying and paying for what? How the fuck am I gonna make enough money to have a house to be able to move my stuff into the fucking house? I try to sell anything. I can't fucking I don't have any good luck fucking selling any goddamn thing. Tried fucking Craigslist doesn't work worth a shit to sell anything anymore. Pawn shops fuck you over hardcore. People on Craigslist will fucking try to fuck you over hardcore. There's no way to fucking sell any goddamn thing. I got shit that I should be able to sell, but like it's just a fucking goddamn nightmare. Most people, even if they call to ask about something or text to ask about something, they just ask a bunch of stupid fucking questions and waste your time for hours or days. They'll say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna show up. I'm on my way" or something, and they just fucking lie and never show up or something. And if somebody does try to fucking show up, they try to Jew you down to like 1/10 of your asking price or something. No matter how fair or how low your asking price was in the first place. Damn it. So that's been my experience. All my mom's paintings. I have other paintings and stuff like that. Like my mom's paintings are in my storage facility. What the fuck am I gonna do with them? I can't even talk to my mom's husband or my sister. I don't even have my sister's fucking phone number. I don't even think John has it. I don't know how the fuck to get a hold of John. I mean, I have his number, but he doesn't fucking answer the phone. He's been ignoring me over some drunk dial fucking like 2 years ago. Fuck, over 2 fucking years ago. I, you know, which is weird because, like, it wouldn't be the first time in my life that I drunk dialed somebody. I don't know. That's one thing that's really screwed with me, for the last year and a half. It's been making me fall apart is just not having my family to even talk to or anything anymore. hell, I give the paintings to my sister or John or something, but I just don't. I'm not quite sure what the fuck to do. I mean, I guess I should. People say, I should just get a real job, get a regular job. It's not that fucking easy. Everyone thinks it's so goddamn easy to get a regular job. Because, well, I get it. The fucking world is set up to make it look like it's easy to get a regular job. There's the illusion out there, which is fucking terrible because it makes it worse on the people who are, trying, and all their family members say they're just a lazy fucking useless fuck or whatever. Because look, there's all these jobs out there. I saw a sign on the window. There's signs on the windows everywhere saying, yeah, there's signs on the fucking window everywhere that say they're hiring, but they're fucking not. Not really. They're just fucking pretending like they're hiring, stacking your fucking applications in a room somewhere, throwing them in the garbage, Just like saying, oh, there's plenty of places to rent. When fucking most of the places to rent are fucking not even really available, They're just taking, charging application fees to, $50 a pop or something to think about it. You get 100 people applying, which is not, I don't think it would be uncommon at all for 100 people to apply for the same place or something, right? They're making $5,000 a month just on application fees alone. Why the fuck do they want to rent the apartment to, What do you think they'd rather have, $5,000 a month or, $1,500 or whatever the fucking rent is, That's just the way it is with apartments, and it's, as far as jobs go, I mean, look, dude, they're automating everything. And it's not much longer with the robots and fucking AI. There's fucking robots coming out. Before you know it, goddamn robots will be cheap. I mean, robots doing everything. Robots working in the kitchen. Robots behind the counter. Your fucking probation officer will be a fucking robot, Your pilot will be fucking artificial intelligence. That's where it's headed, but nobody gives a shit, right? Everyone just acts like it's fine. Let's just go work and slave away to try and make money while I don't even know how the fuck I'm gonna have a goddamn roof over my head. And in the meantime, I gotta, see goddamn weird glowing orbs and fucking UFOs flying around and hear about fucking, World War III and all this other crazy shit. Fuck, dude. I can't help it. I really feel like giving up, dude. I do, because I just don't know what the fuck to do. And it's too much stress, too overwhelming. I mean, shit, I don't want to fucking die. I don't want to be homeless. I don't want to be in that situation. I'm fucking out working today. Should have went out and worked yesterday. I actually felt okay yesterday. I kept thinking I was going to end up feeling like shit because I drank so much on goddamn New Year's Eve. I wouldn't have, but I run into the neighbors and they were asking, oh, hey, where's the beer at? And I'm just like, I was already kind of pretty buzzed just from drinking my 6-pack, which, is pretty strong shit. It's like 8.7 or some shit, so it was enough to give me a decent buzz. And I just fucking seen a goddamn glowing orb fly off right in front of me. I was pretty fucking weirded out by that. And they were like, oh, where's the beer? I'm thinking, yeah, shit, maybe I could use fucking another drink. Goddamn. Fucking UFOs and shit. Jesus, man. Plus, New Year's Eve night and everything. You just get this looming sense that shit's just gonna get worse, right? Just everything seems to be pointed in the direction of shit getting worse, and not just for me, but for everybody. For the whole fucking world is going to shit, and it's just like, god dang it. I don't know the way the fucking shit's set up though. It's like terrible. Like, no wonder there's so many people that are homeless and in terrible positions because we're in a world where we're in like financially and stuff, and as far as the housing and finance, like we're in a worse situation now than we were in the Great Depression, but it's disguised in such a way to look like everything's fine. So all our parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles and shit, who they've got their house and things in order and shit's going good for them because they grew up in a time and they lived in a time previously where shit was a lot better. And the news is telling them that everything's better. Every time they go to a restaurant or pass through a store, they see a sign in the window saying "Help Wanted," so they think people are hiring everywhere. And they're not really, looking up apartments or housing or anything because they've already got shit. So they think everything's fine, and it must be our fault, if we're struggling. You're struggling, it's just because you're lazy and you don't want to work and whatever the fuck, right? There's jobs everywhere. Look, there's super cheap housing. Look, I saw an ad in the paper that says, $600 a month. It's a fucking lie. No, you don't. No, I get it, dude. Like, well, I mean, in the past, if there was a sign in the window that said "Help Wanted," hiring or whatever, it meant that they were hiring and they wanted help. Now it just means they're piling up fucking applications and they're throwing them in the garbage or something. They're stacking them in the back somewhere. They're not really fucking hiring. In most instances, there's tons of fucking like job listings on the internet and stuff too. It's all fucking bullshit though. It's almost all bullshit. Like almost none of it is real. They might take applications and pile them in the back so that if something becomes available later on and they need to hire someone later on, they have a stack of fucking papers to look through. They got hundreds of thousands of candidates to look at that they can, if they pick one that they like or something and interview them or something eventually later on, but they're not really fucking hiring right now. People are getting laid off. People are getting fired. Dude, do you have any idea? I mean, people really do not have any comprehension of how fucking bad it is, dude. Do you have any idea how many giant corporations and stuff and businesses have just gone out of business in the last like 10, 20 years? Like even just the last 4 or 5 years now. It's huge. Remember Toys R Us? Yeah, that's gone. Remember Radio Shack? That's gone. You know, just as examples, but there's tons and tons of shit like that, dude. Dude, shit was so bad even in that just right before like 2020 came along, that there were something like 3,000 or more CEOs of major companies that resigned. Yeah. Shit's so fucking bad financially that there's actors in their like 70s and 80s coming out of retirement to be in movies and stuff. Because even like actors and entertainers and stuff that have made millions and millions over the years are struggling financially. I saw a story about this dude. He was like an NBA star, big time star in the NBA. Great basketball player and everything. Dude's living on the street, strung out on meth or something last I heard. It's like this is. I mean, dude, there's a guy that travels across country and just shows this, like how much homelessness and poverty there is, and how all the cities are like boarded up, and all these businesses that used to be there gone, windows boarded up everywhere down the streets, and there's trash everywhere, and there's homeless people lining the fucking roads everywhere. Like, that's the way it is all across the country now. But the older generations that could actually help us ain't gonna fucking help us because they don't get it. They don't understand. They don't see what's going on. They don't understand how fucking bad it is. And then it's not getting better. It's not gonna get better. It's just getting worse, you know? It's clear. Like, so much of the younger generations are just being left out in the cold, left to die, basically, you know? While the old farts sit around in their big house thinking everything's fine. And then wonder why they bury their fucking kids or something, you know? Because you left them out in the cold to die, that's why. In a world that doesn't work the way you think it does, the way it used to. Fucking, I'm so sick of this shit, dude. Honestly, I don't know, I've seen it with other people, and I've experienced it myself. The sort of, like, feigned concern from the parental figure or whatever. People have, you know, I'm telling you, dude, a lot of people that are homeless out on the street, they got, like, a mom or dad that's got a house and a bunch of money and all this kind of shit, and they're living homeless on the street, and their parents will, like, email them, text them, call them, ask people about them. Hey, how do you do? How's, you know? They act like they're concerned, but then they just leave you to fucking starve and die or something, basically, you know? They don't really fucking care, you know? Sleep soundly in your fucking bed while your child is freezing their ass off, slid in the dirt somewhere. I don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, honestly, I have issues too. I've got, you know, what would be categorized as, like, psychiatric conditions or whatever, for one thing. I've got, like, arthritis, fibromyalgia, too, you know, and I don't know, dude, like, all kinds of fucking problems I have. You know, I was raised in a way where I grew up with, like, a shitty diet, you know, for one thing. It's hard to, you know, it's kind of hard to teach an old dog new tricks in a lot of ways. Kind of just, I don't know, man. I'm not big into sweets. I don't go out of my way to eat cookies and chocolate and, you know, candy and stuff like that. I don't drink that much soda anymore. I mean, I don't remember the last time I had a fucking soda. Maybe probably been a month or something or more, you know, since I drank a fucking soda. I have some energy drinks. I drink this iced tea stuff. Like one bottle of iced tea and it lasts me most of the day, you know. A cup of ice now and I have a couple of energy drinks or something, but the alcohol is what's fucking getting me, you know. I mean, I'll have some ice cream around and every now and then I might have some gone out to fucking, crazy homeless chick fucking ate it. Which I didn't really give a shit because, well, I mean, I should have, like, food stamps tomorrow, you know. Just starting to get freezer burn and stuff. I just don't hardly ever eat ice cream and stuff, you know. Why am I stocking so much fucking food? I want to stack my freezer full. If I end up out on my ass and living in a fucking car, where am I gonna put this goddamn, you know, refrigeration food that needs refrigeration? I'd be stocking up on fucking canned food and shit. Loading up some Rubbermaid containers full of, like, canned food and stuff. So fuck, dude. I want to end up in this goddamn situation. I don't want to end up in this situation. I don't know what the fuck to do. Maybe if I bust my ass this month, you know, and get good out working as much as possible this month, maybe I could pay the bills for February or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how people do it. I mean, even living in a car sounds like a fucking nightmare to me, dude. I can't even hardly imagine how much of a nightmare it would be fucking just to be outside. I mean, even if I had like, I mean, I've got camping gear and shit. Like, I've got a tent, I've got a cot, I've got, inflatable, pad for a bed or whatever, to put on a cot or to lay on the ground. I've got camp stoves, all this gear like that, right? But I mean, imagine how much of a fucking nightmare it would be though, just had to drive around, having to, you set up a tent somewhere and then you gotta move it every like 2 or 3 days or something because some cop comes around so you gotta get the fuck out and move your shit, You can't stay here anymore, right? And I mean, shit, with Trump coming into fucking office and the kind of shit he says about fucking homeless people. Dude, rich people fucking hate the poor. They hate the homeless. And now they're controlling the government and stuff. I mean, seriously, how long do you think we have in this country before they just start rounding people up and brought in fucking feed camps or something? I remember way back during like what was it, during some hurricane or something. The news crew interviewed some guy who's sitting outside, out front of the building, raining out and stuff like this. Like, oh, what are you doing there? And he's like, and he said that he said that FEMA's in there and they've been rounding up the homeless people have been disappearing and stuff. What he said, right? Like, it would surprise me. He said they've been killing. I don't know. And then the rest of the fucking clip was pretty fucking creepy. They go inside this fucking place, and there's like female people. Goddamn news reports, like I remember exactly what they said, but they mentioned the New World Order like in a positive light kind of thing, right? It was like crazy, dude. So I don't remember exactly how they said it. Oh, a lovely day here in the New World Order. Some shit. I don't know. It's like back to you, Tom. Jesus. Come on. I gotta lay off the goddamn drinking, man. What the fuck is wrong with me? Why do I do that? Well, fuck, dude. I mean, that's kind of a dumb question. There's shitloads of reasons. It just makes things worse, though. It doesn't fucking help. I mean, I'm dealing with so much shit on my mind. There's such crazy stuff going on in the world that it's goddamn stressful and it fucking. How many times I'm so fucking stressed out that I couldn't even sleep or hardly eat anything for like 3-4 days in a row. I was just too goddamn stressed out and